So what you should start is you should start creating custom audience for 3-second views for all your videos, 10-second views for all your videos, 25%, 50%, 75%, 95%. So those you have all those custom audience, and I reckon all the way up to 95% you'll have more than 1,000 people who watched more than 95% of the video. And then what you want to create next is custom audiences for people who view content, people who added to cart, people who initiated checkout, and people who purchased. Let's take it a step back. What I was going to go into was lookalike audiences, but I think the first thing you should get into is retargeting ads. That's probably the most important thing. Even if it's a spontaneous product, there's just so much money left on the table just because people usually purchase a product after they see that product more than 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So retargeting is really powerful. So after you set up this custom audience, what you can do is you could retarget everyone who viewed content but did not purchase, and then do that for the past, I'd say, past 30 days.
30 days, okay.
And then after that, you could run retargeting for people who added to cart and did not purchase for past 60 days. And the reasoning behind that is people who added to cart and didn't purchase, they show more interest to your product, and as a result, even if they're like 60 days old, 40 days old, they'll probably still be willing to purchase a product. And those two ads itself, retargeting ads, you'll get pretty high ROAS. Like you'll be expecting 2 to 4 ROAS just from those ads. And if you haven't ran them, I think they're gonna do pretty well just because you have a lot of data, you have a lot of people who saw the item and they wouldn't mind seeing again. Also, you could retarget people who watched 50% of the video but did not view content. That also does pretty well. And with these 3 retargeting ads, what you want to do is you want to use the same video. Like it's as simple as that. Use the content ID or use existing posts and use the same ad that you had previously, your main ad, and you can just reuse that for your retargeting.
Okay, yeah, sure. Alright, I'll get onto that ASAP. Should I focus on the retargeting first to gather more data before moving on to lookalike audiences?
Yeah, so retargeting will probably just take you probably around, if you're doing it for the first time, 2 to 3 hours just to set up. And after you set it up, it's evergreen basically, and you just sort of let it sit and do its thing. And then after that, you definitely should get into lookalike audiences like a day after.